If you're getting married soon, you might want to watch this entire video, because what happened at Sarah's wedding will either terrify you or inspire you. Today, you're not just watching, you're the jury. And trust me, by the end of this case, you'll question everything you thought you knew about love, betrayal, and revenge.
Court is now in session. Welcome to Judgment Call, where your verdict matters. I'm Judge Johnson, and today we're deciding, was Sarah's wedding day revenge justified, or did she go too far? Here are the facts. Sarah Mitchell, 28 years old, spent 2 years planning her dream wedding to Michael Torres. $40,000 spent. 150 guests invited, the perfect venue booked. But 3 days before the wedding, Sarah discovers something that changes everything.
Sarah finds text messages on Michael's phone. Not just any messages, intimate conversations with her own maid of honor, Jessica, her best friend since childhood. The messages reveal they've been having an affair for 8 months. But here's the twist. Sarah doesn't confront them. Instead, she makes a decision that will shock everyone at that wedding. Wedding day arrives, 150 guests seated, Michael at the altar smiling, Jessica standing as maid of honor, holding Sarah's bouquet. Nobody knows what Sarah discovered. The ceremony begins normally, vows are exchanged, but when the officiant asks, "Do you take Michael to be your husband?" Sarah smiles and says, "Before I answer that, I have something to share with everyone here."
Sarah pulls out her phone, connects it to the wedding venue sound system, and plays the recorded conversations between Michael and Jessica. Every intimate detail, every lie, every betrayal, for 5 full minutes. The entire wedding party hears Michael saying, "I can't wait to get this wedding over with so we can be together properly." They hear Jessica laughing about poor naive Sarah spending all that money on a wedding for nothing. But Sarah wasn't finished. She then announces, "Michael, you can have Jessica, but first, you're paying back every cent of this wedding. Security has your belongings from our apartment outside. Don't contact me again." Sarah throws her bouquet at Jessica's feet, removes her wedding dress right there, revealing a beautiful red dress underneath, and walks out with her head high. Michael lost his fiancé, his reputation, and faces a $40,000 bill. Jessica lost her best friend and became the most hated person in their social circle. The question before you today, was Sarah's public revenge justified, or did she cross the line?
The prosecution argues Sarah went too far. Here's their case. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what Sarah did wasn't justice. It was public humiliation designed to destroy lives. Yes, Michael cheated. Yes, Jessica betrayed her friendship. Both were wrong. But Sarah's revenge was calculated, cruel, and disproportionate. Consider the facts. She humiliated not just Michael and Jessica, but traumatized 150 wedding guests, including elderly grandparents and young children who had to witness this chaos. She turned what should have been a private matter into a public spectacle. She recorded private conversations without consent, which is illegal in many states.
Sarah had other options. Cancel the wedding privately, confront them beforehand, seek counseling. Instead, she chose nuclear revenge. Michael now faces financial ruin over a $40,000 debt. His reputation is destroyed. His family was humiliated in front of their community. Jessica lost her best friend and became a social pariah. Was 8 months of bad decisions worth a lifetime of consequences? Most importantly, Sarah planned this revenge for 3 days. This wasn't a heat-of-the-moment reaction.
This was premeditated psychological warfare. The punishment must fit the crime. Cheating deserves confrontation, not destruction. Sarah is guilty of excessive revenge.
But the defense has a very different perspective. Honorable jury, Sarah didn't just lose a fiancé. She lost her future, her best friend, and her faith in love. What Michael and Jessica did was calculated betrayal. Think about this. They weren't strangers who met and fell in love. Jessica was Sarah's maid of honor. She helped plan this wedding while sleeping with the groom. She watched Sarah spend $40,000 while knowing it was all a lie. For 8 months, they looked Sarah in the eye and lied every day. That's not a mistake. That's psychological abuse. Sarah had every right to expose the truth. Those 150 guests deserved to know who they were really celebrating. Sarah saved them from living a lie. Michael wasn't just cheating. He was planning to marry Sarah while continuing his affair. He would have taken vows of faithfulness while being unfaithful. That's fraud.
As for the $40,000 debt, Michael benefited from every dollar spent on that wedding. He should pay for the party he helped plan while lying about his intentions. Sarah's method was public, yes, but sometimes public problems require public solutions. Michael and Jessica's betrayal affected everyone in their social circle. The truth had to come out eventually. Consider the alternative. If Sarah had quietly canceled the wedding, Michael and Jessica would have faced no consequences. They would have continued their relationship without accountability. Sarah didn't ruin their lives, she revealed their character. She gave them exactly what they gave her: public humiliation in front of people who trusted them. Sarah is not guilty. She delivered justice when justice was needed.
Members of the jury, that's you watching this video. You've heard both sides. Now you must decide. Was Sarah's wedding day revenge justified justice, or did she cross the line into cruelty? Think carefully about these questions.
I need your verdict in the comments below. Write exactly this: guilty if you believe Sarah's revenge went too far, not guilty if you believe Sarah's actions were justified. But don't stop there. Tell me why. What convinced you? What would you have done? Your reasoning matters as much as your vote. The most convincing arguments, both guilty and not guilty, will appear in the community section. There, I will announce our jury's final decision.
This case is up to you. You will think about it tonight. You will discuss it with your friends. Because this is not just about Sarah's wedding. It's about our debts to each other and what happens when trust is broken. Subscribe to Judgment Call and watch more cases where you decide which one is right. Set your notification bell, because in the next video, we'll hear from the boss who ruined his employee's life, and you won't believe what happens next. Until then, the hearing has been postponed. We await your decision.